Well, turning now to the uncertainty surrounding Todd Blanche's nomination for AG. CBS News congressional correspondent Caitlin Huey-Burns joins us now from Capitol Hill. Caitlin, good morning. So yesterday, President Trump threatened to pull his nomination. Where do things stand this morning?
Hey, good morning, Michael. Well, this is something that we rarely see up here on Capitol Hill. I have to tell you that Republicans standing in the way of President Trump, and this time when it comes to his pick for Attorney General. I mean, Todd Blanche had been kind of on a glide path to confirmation until this settlement that he had brokered between President Trump and the IRS over these leaked tax returns kind of came back to haunt him a little bit. The biggest issue here is that John Cornyn from Texas, a Republican, and Thom Tillis of North Carolina, also Republican, they say that they are not going to support Todd Blanche unless there are a couple provisions that are changed. As part of that lawsuit, Michael, that the DOJ settled, one of the items was this nearly $2 billion anti-weaponization fund that we've talked about a lot here. These senators want in writing that this fund is no longer going forward. They also want in writing assurances that another provision in that settlement, which says that Trump and his family are shielded from tax audits, IRS audits, that also goes away. And so far, the White House has not accepted these demands. And in fact, yesterday, the president put a social media post out saying that he would withdraw Todd Blanche and wait till the next Congress to try to have him confirmed again rather than cede to the Republicans' demands. And just this morning, Michael, he also in a new social media post said that he doesn't want to get rid of this fund. He essentially said, I have always felt that these victims of government abuse should be paid back for what they were forced to endure. Their lives have been ruined. So given that that was such a major sticking point in these negotiations, it's really difficult to see how they go forward from here. Now, Todd Blanche did meet last night with Senator Cornyn and Senator Tillis. But as you can see from that social media post from the president, doesn't appear that he is giving up anytime soon.
Well, Caitlin, you mentioned how rare it is to see dissent between Republicans and the president. Does this tell us anything about the president's control over the party?
Well, here's the notable thing, Michael, is that Thom Tillis and John Cornyn, they're not running for re-election. Thom Tillis had always announced he wasn't running this time. And John Cornyn, as you may remember, lost his primary challenge to a Trump-backed challenger back in May. So both of them are kind of free from these election pressures. But take a listen to one of the exchanges that I had with Senator Cornyn yesterday on this.
What do you think that it signals that the president is willing to withhold Blanche rather than cede to what you want to see?
I don't know if it's just a negotiating technique on his part, but it doesn't really solve any problems because there's no guarantee he's going to have enough Republican votes in January to confirm him.
And that's really the key here, Michael, is that, and Tillis echoed this sentiment to me as well, saying that the president may be more bullish on their chances of keeping the Senate, but these issues could still remain. And they're not the only ones, they say, that have issues with these specific provisions.
All right, Caitlin Huey-Burns, thanks for joining us.